Hey everyone, welcome back to the next episode of Heroquest. Last time the dwarf, before he ended his turn, found a secret door. Very sneaky location, right in the middle of the board, this big room in the middle of the board. We're going to venture in now and see what's inside. Let's start with Barbarian, and he's going to roll for movement. He rolls 10. Finally, some high rolls for Barbarian. With the 10, he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next dwarf rolls a 6. He's moving out 1, 2, and peeking into this room. And in it we found lots and lots of monsters. Here's the setup. The dwarf opens the door to a room filled with monsters. Now the question is, do I want to move him into the room and get bombarded by all these monsters? Maybe it's safe to wait for the rest of the party before we go in. So the dwarf is just going to stand there and block off the doorway, and he will, yeah, I think that's it for his turn. The elf will move up. Oops. We rolled a 9. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically stand behind the dwarf. As his action, the elf will cast Rock Skin onto the dwarf, which says, the hero may throw one extra combat die when defending. The spell is broken when the hero suffers 1 point of body damage. Finally, the wizard rolls 11. She's going to play catch up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Monster activation. The goblin attacks the dwarf with 2 combat dice. 2 hits. We defend with 1 shield, so 1 hit going through. But dwarf had rock skin on him, so he actually threw an extra combat dice while defending. So we actually need to roll 1 more combat die. And it's a shield, nice. So that was completely blocked off. 2 shields and 2 damage. Okay, and then the orc, everybody moves up. Uh-oh. Oh boy, they're blocking the doorway there. Look at that, all crowded around here. Let's see what we can do about it. Barbarian's going first. He rolls his movement, which is a 2. Terrible. 1, 2. He's not doing much. That's it for him. Next up, the dwarf. The dwarf will first attack. The goblin will defend with 1 combat die with no shields. We got 1 hit, so goblin's dead. Now the dwarf can move, if he wants to, that is. He will move in, being the brave warrior that he is. And then the dwarf would also move in. Uh-oh. As you enter the room, you hear a door opening behind you. There's a trap, which is here. Interesting. So the elf entered the room, stepped on the square. I should say the dwarf entered the room, stepped on the square. And then he heard the door behind him open. And there's a room here filled with goblins. It's the wizard's turn, and she will move. Before the wizard moves, she's going to cast a spell. This spell may be cast on any hero. On the hero's next move, he may move unseen through spaces that are occupied by monsters. And this spell is being cast on the barbarian. So barbarian can now, on his next move through spaces that have monsters on them. 9. For movement, she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's block off this door. Monster activation. Let's go. The orc attacks the dwarf with 3 combat dice, 2 hits. let's defend. He gets 3 defense dice, and he rolled 2 shields. Great. No damage going through. Okay, next, the goblin attacks a dwarf with 1 hit. No problems there, blocked off. Okay, he moves away. Next, the orc attacks the elf with 3 combat dice with 1 hit. No shield, so 1 damage going through. 3 to 2. Okay, and the orc attacks the elf with 2 damage. Oops, let's deal with the defense first before we continue. 2 defense, 1 hit. Uh-oh, no shields. Down to 1 hit point. The Ephemer attacks, but no skulls, so I'm not going to worry about that. And the goblin up there attacks the wizard with 2 dice, getting 1 hit. So let's defend. And there we go, a shield, so we're okay there. Okay, the goblin attacks the elf with 2 combat dice, no skulls rolled, thankfully. Okay, and ooh, look at that. The goblin attacks the elf with 2 hits. 2 damage. If we're not able to roll 2 shields, the elf is dead. Nope, no shields. So 2 damage going through. Elf is down to 0 hit points, and the elf is down. Target is dead. Here's the current situation. We lost our elf. Lots of monsters in his room. Barbarian's lagging behind. Let's move him up. Finally, 11. With the 11, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stand there. He's then going to attack. 3 combat dice. 2 skulls. Guaranteed death of the goblin because it only has one defense die. The dwarf is going to drink his potion of strength, which says you can roll 2 extra combat dice the next time you attack. 4 combat dice attacking the Ephemer. 3 hits. Let's see whether he can defend. 1 shield. 3 hits, 1, actually no shields. So 3 damage points going through, and it is defeated. Yeah, totally. Finally, the wizard is going to join the rest of the party. It's an 8. She's going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand at the door. And then she's going to cast a spell. She's casting Courage. And she's casting it on the dwarf, which says, the next time the hero attacks, he may roll 2 extra combat dice. The spell is broken the moment the hero can no longer see a monster. That's the end of our turn for the heroes. Let's see what the monsters do. Goblin attacks Barbarian with 2 combat dice and got 2 hits. No shields, 2 damage going through. 4 to 2. Orc attacks dwarf with 3 and got 1 hit. No shields at all. Dwarf is taking a damage. He also loses his rock skin condition because he's suffering 1 point of body damage. That kind of sucks. Okay. Goblin attacks, 1 hit. I'll count that as a shield. So that 1 shield blocked off. The goblin comes down, attacks, no hit. Okay. And the orc, 3 combat dice. Wow, that sucks. 1 shield, 2 hits going through. Barbarian is defeated. Down to 0. 2 heroes down. Target is dead. And of course, the orc attacks the wizard with 3 combat dice and gets 2 skulls. 1 shield, so 1 hit going through. Down to 3. Okay. And that's it. Everything moved up. Look at this mess. It's an ambush. Alright, let's start with the dwarf. He is going to attack. Let's make him attack the orc. 2 dice. No hits. Oh no. The wizard will cast a spell. The spell conjures up Genie, who will do one of the following: open any door or use 5 combat dice to attack any monster within your line of sight. So the Genie is going to use this to attack the orc that she's facing. 2 skulls. 1 shield, so 1 hit going through, and it's defeated. I think she'll move up 1 here, and that's it. Let's activate the monsters. And the orc attacks. The orc attacks dwarf with 3 combat dice, 1 hit. 1 shield, no, so we're good. The goblin attacks, no skulls, so keep going. Orc attacks wizard, 2 hits. 2 shields, look at that. Next, the goblin attacks the wizard, got 1 hit there. And wow, once again blocked off. Okay, and then everybody moves up. Yep, and then goblin attacks, no skulls, so don't need to roll for that. And that's it. Dwarf again. He's going to roll for movement. 9, no, not an issue. No, the dwarf is going to move up here and attack the orc. 1 hit. Nice, no black shields. Defeated. The wizard, she will first cast a spell. The Tempest. The spell creates a small whirlwind that envelops one monster of your choice. This monster will miss its next turn. The wizard will cast the spell on the monster that's facing her, blocking the door. And then, as her movement, she's not going to move, and that would be her turn. Let's see what the monsters do. Goblin attacks wizard with 2 combat dice. Ouch. No shield, so the wizard is down to 1 hit point. Okay. Orc attacks, 1 hit. No shields, dwarf takes a damage. Goblin attacks, 1 hit. 1 shield, blocked off. Okay, and that's it. Back to our turn. The dwarf will attack this orc. 1 hit. And oh no, it's blocked. So nothing happens. Dwarf can't move, so wizard. She is going to cast a spell, which is sleep. It will put a monster into deep sleep so it cannot move, attack, or defend itself. The spell can be broken by a monster rolling 1 red die for each of its mind points. If a 6 are rolled, the spell is broken. That spell is going to this monster, so it is now asleep. It will roll 1 die for its 1 mind point on its turn. Wizard's not going to move. She's going to stay put. There's actually a door here, by the way. I'll just put it there. And that's it for our heroes. Now let's see what the monsters do. The orc attacks dwarf with 3 combat dice, 2 hits. That's 1 shield, 1 hit going through. Next, the goblin attacks, 1 hit. 1 shield, so we're good. Okay. Next, the goblin attacks the wizard with 2 combat dice. We got a shield, nice. And okay, and that's it. Because this guy can't move and these can't go through. Alright, dwarf's turn. He's going to move first. 11, no issues. He's going to come over here. And ooh, as soon as we step on that space, it says someone is very intended on stopping you. Because you hear another door opening, accompanied by growls. A door up here opened up. Let's do the attack for the dwarf now. Orc will defend with no black shields. And we rolled a 2. And there you go, 2 skulls. So the orc is finally defeated. Next we have the wizard. We forgot to roll for this monster for the sleep spell. Let's do that now. Uh-oh. It rolled a 6, so it is no longer asleep. Wow. Really unlucky. I'm going to unfreeze him. And then the wizard's turn. She will... Might as well take a whack at this monster, who will defend with 0 black shields. 1 attack die, no skulls, so nothing there. She's not going to move. There's no point running away because their movement points are too strong. So I'm just going to continue to stand there. And let's see what the monsters do. Goblin attacks wizard with 2 combat dice. No shields rolled, so wizard is defeated. 1 more hero left. Target is dead. Goblin attacks dwarf with 2 combat dice. 1 hit. Got a shield, no issues there. Okay. Next, they're all moving in. Goblin attacks, yep, 1 hit. 1 shield. Okay, next move up. Attack, no hits. Okay. And they're all coming out. Alright. Well, I just realized my objective of the game is not to kill all the monsters, but to find the exit. I don't even know why we're bothering with all these monsters. I think I might just leave and try to get out. Let's open this corridor. We can look through this door, so let's reveal this location. It's basically looks all clear. Let's roll for movement. 5. The dwarf looked through this door and saw some block tiles and pretty much an all clear path here. But the question is, should he move out? And if so, how many spaces? Because there could be stuff here. I mean, traps or something. We're definitely gonna move out. Yeah, let's just stand here instead of moving it all the way, and then we're gonna search for traps. We're gonna block the doorway and search for traps. Go 1 and then search. Ooh, we found a pit trap. Okay, right in front of us there is a pit trap. Alright, that's it for Dwarf's turn. Let's activate the monsters who will attack. Got 1 hit there. We got no defense. 4, 2, 3. Okay, and then everybody moves up. Yep. Alright. Look at that. It's like a pyramid of goblins. Let's attack and then roll for some movement. 2 hits. That's a guaranteed defeat of one of the goblins. That's gone. And then let's roll for a movement. 9. It's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we see this hallway here that's blocked off. On the right side, we have a long stairway. These are 5 movement squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And these tiles are used to create the effect of climbing up or down the stairs. So I assume this is probably climbing downwards. We have 2 more movement points left. Let's just do it. 2, 8, 9. Let's remove. Monster activation. They will all come down. And wow, the big guy. Okay, the goblin attacks dwarf. No hits. Okay, not a problem there. I love these corridors. They're only 1 space wide, so we can block off the monsters. Alright, let's see how far we can make it. We can't search right now because there's monsters in the way. Let's attack this monster. It defends with no black shields. We got a hit. It is defeated. And then let's roll for movement. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a door here. I think that's the exit. 10. This is the exit door. You may use it now if you wish. And there's a monster here. Yeah, I'm going for it. I am leaving the dungeon. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our dwarf is right here. He basically just needs to open the door and leave, ignoring the familiar that's standing right beside him. And he has successfully completed the quest. 3 other heroes have perished, but that's okay. We have 1 hero that succeeded, and that counts as a success. I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. I certainly had a great time rolling all that dice. It's a lot of fun to play as a family game, or even just a chill, Friday night beer, roll dice kind of game. Thanks for tuning in for the series. I'll see you guys on my next series, which shouldn't be too far away, so stay tuned.